rig here. This is going to be more or less a little experimental slash explanation type video. I recently, well, I've had it for a while, I guess. A chest mount for my action camera, and until Friday, this last Friday, I have not used it. The problem of it is I have to have it in a waterproof case in order to attach it to my chest mount. Well, when you put your action camera in these waterproof cases, they do not have a lot of volume. So I come up with an idea. Now I have two waterproof cases. So I sacrificed one and I made me a hole so I could plug in my external microphone, and that way not only can I use it for the chest mount, I can also use it for the head mount. The way these are constructed, they go on a where you put the you have to fit them together and then put the screw through them. I'm sure you're very familiar with that if you've had these kind of action cameras and attachments. So I made me a hole in it this morning, and I'm just out seeing how that's going to work. I'm still getting used to my chest mount. And I really hope, I know I'm messing with it a lot, but again, I'm just trying to see what works best. Or, you know, I don't want to aim it at the ground. So I know I'm moving it around a lot. It is Sunday afternoon. It is the 15th of January. It is cloudy and a little cool. It's probably in the low 50s, and it is somewhat windy today. And I'm at the these trails just across, HooDoo trails, I couldn't think. HooDoo trails out here on the north end of Viking Boulevard here in Winfield, Kansas. This will not be a very long video at all. It's kind of muddy down here. I don't know just how far I'm going to walk. And yeah, I'm going to be moving the camera around a little bit. I'm still trying to get used to the chest mount and where to put the camera. But at any rate, I did it. I used it for the Cars for Charities Rod and Custom Show Friday at Century 2 in Wichita, Kansas. And I was trying to take pictures with a camera, regular camera, and use my chest mount, use my action camera at the same time. Well, I can do it, but I got my lens cap and my hands in the way all the time, so I may not do that anymore. But the main object of this is just to see if all this is going to work, and I think it's going to work just fine. That, of course, these are supposed to be waterproof cameras. Being waterproof, they cannot have, the camera has to be completely enclosed so it won't get, and I understand that won't get water in it. But I just decided if I'm going to have to use this case to attach it to other, like head mounts and chest mounts, I was going to have a way to use my microphone, because the volume is just barely audible. It's not meant for that. It's meant to, you know, photograph or do videos of underwater scenes or just whatever the case might be. So I modified this a little bit. Now, I do have, like I said earlier, I do have another waterproof case that I can use if I ever get the courage to use it underwater. Well, I hope this is pointed right. I really can't tell. Looks like this has all been cut down since we were here last. It's probably been a few months since we've been out here. But at any rate, and I don't even know if what I'm going to do with this yet. Hopefully it'll be good enough I can go ahead and upload it to YouTube. I really enjoy doing these videos. I do them whenever I can, whenever we can go and go somewhere. I try to do a video. But unfortunately, the area or town we live in just does not offer anything at all. We've got to drive anywhere from an hour to 3 or 4 hours just to go someplace that's worthy of a good video, like zoos, museums, just different kinds of venues like that. But we do try to get out whenever we can. I have done, of course, several videos on these walking trails. Got some different colored pine trees here. That's kind of pretty. Well, I sure hope I'm getting this all right. I won't know until I get it uploaded. That looks okay. Because see, what I have to do is I have to look down at the screen and try to determine whether or not I've got it aimed right. I did real good for the car show. It turned out really good, other than my little mishaps with the camera in my hands and everything. But I'm not doing the camera thing today. All I wanted to do was see if my little experiment is going to work, and there's no reason why it shouldn't work. Plus, it gives me an excuse to get out and do some walking. I know that probably makes noise every time I move the camera, but I'm just trying to determine, or hopefully get this to where I've got the camera pointed right. I think I do. Well, I don't know. It's just a gamble. I can't really tell. And actually, I noticed the other day that when I did use the chest mount, it seemed like it was smoother than when I use a, you know, the little stick things that you use to mount your cameras on when you're walking around. Well, I think we're going to turn around and go back. Hope you had a nice weekend. It seems like the weekends go really fast. They always do. Always seem to. Somebody painted blue on some of these trees, and I don't know what that was for. Maybe they're dead or need to be cut down. I don't know what the blue means. This is just part of one loop. There's 2 loops. I've pretty well got them both explored over the years. But I just wanted to see how this is going to work this morning without having a camera and all that. Trying to mess with that and just do a nice stroll and just see how this is going to turn out. And these accessories for these cameras, you probably go online and order about anything that you needed, whether it's a case or any other kind of equipment. That's where I do a lot of my shopping that way, simply because most stores don't have them anymore. You know, your accessories for your cameras. I know they used to several years ago, but it's very hard to find accessories for like GoPros unless you go to like a regular, you know, a store that sells that kind of thing. But it's just as easy to just order it through Amazon or something like that. Well, I really enjoy using these chest mount, using this chest mount rather. This would really come in handy at zoos and that sort of thing. I got my head mount and chest mount. I actually got it at Walmart, but I just don't think they sell those anymore. Hmm. Yeah, it took me a few times to walk these trails to become real familiar with the trails, but once you do that a few times, it's not difficult. But any new trails, you know, you got to kind of walk it a few times. That's always been my experience anyway. Okay, well, we're just about back to the car. So, I think we're going to say goodbye for now. And I thank you for joining me on this little short video, kind of like just explaining what I'm doing and why. And as always, we'll see you on the next video. So, goodbye for now. There's an old pail. Looks like an old pail sitting out there. You'd never know what you're going to find out here sometimes. Alright guys, we'll catch you later. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.